Hey guys, it's Amy. What you're about to hear is our new Sister Wives opening. I hope you enjoy it. It took me 75 years to make it because I have zero technical skills and I'm a lady of a certain age. Anyway, this will be the opening going forward. I hope you enjoy it. Please be advised that Little Miss Recap contains adult language.
But I've
Shut your mouth and let me talk to you for a minute.
no.
You won't. You keep cutting me off.
No. I don't expect you to back me up anymore.
Don't you dare point your finger at me.
I've been here day long, in and out, for all these years.
No. You stay
I'm
and
done
talk.
listening to you.
You stay and talk.
No. I'm not going to, because you're not listening.
You're not listening to me.
And I'm not going to.
Okay, so we're done.
Goodbye.
You. Shut it off.
Hey guys, welcome to Little Miss Recap, the podcast where what do we do, Amanda? I'm dead this morning.
We revisit our old memories and try to justify our terrible behavior.
Oh, thank you. That's perfect.
There you go. I got you, girl.
Guys, this is Amy. I'm here with Amanda, the spaghetti to my meatball. We are here today to talk about what we thought was going to be a dud.
Oh my God. All four of these are great. And we thought they were going to be bullshit.
Do not sleep on these episodes, guys. If you did not watch this, get thee to a TLC television because it's worth watching.
It's good.
It's worth
real
watching.
good.
I want to know who these people are that are asking these questions.
Me
Why
too.
weren't we invited to do this?
Now, I wonder if because they had called for like audience questions for the tell-all.
I remember that. And we thought
I
it was
wonder
for
if
the
that's-
one-on-one. And we were like, okay, this is just, for
This'll
show.
be lame, but I wonder if it was for this.
Maybe.
Maybe.
So, guys, in case you're not in our Facebook group and you didn't see the announcement, we have 2 episodes each week for the next 2 weeks. So tonight, you're hearing Talk Back Part 1. Next Friday, Talk Back Part 2 will play. They will both be on the free feed. If you're listening to this, you know this already. On our at Little Miss Recap Extra, which is our paid feed, you will get the Sister Wives Look Back, which I thought was just as good.
It was great. I just finished finished my notes this morning. It's so freaking good.
Guys, nothing's off limits. They're talking about the catfishing. They're talking about, what else do they talk about? Like some pivotal moments.
They talk about Mary's IVF. Ace will be happy because we get to see her jugs in the cenote.
Yes.
That'll make him very happy. What else do we talk about? We talk about Robin coming into the family and Christine's jealousy. And we hit these things hard. And, people, you and I have talked about it, worried about that Christine's tone is going a little too far.
Okay.
Because we don't want her to alienate folks. I felt like in this, she was honest, but much more restrained.
Yes. And I want to say something.
Yeah.
About
okay.
that.
Let's talk about it.
Because we're taking a lot of heat for our stance on this. Okay.
I know.
Not only did I, in 1 week, manage to alienate half my audience by saying at gunpoint that I would sleep with Kody Brown over David Woolley, but I also, risked alienating the other half by saying Christine was getting a little out of hand. Now, I will say this. When I saw the trailer to her beautiful wedding, I was like, this is her revenge. She doesn't need all the other stuff.
No.
She doesn't need to even fucking say his name.
No.
Just
looking at Maddie crying about how much she loves
yes.
David. Good Lord.
Yes. Just show us that you're happy and we love that for you. And I thought to myself, this is better than anything she could say about him.
Agreed. Living well is the best revenge.
Yeah.
And so live well.
And we were only saying, like you said, we didn't want her to alienate people because we love her so much.
Right.
And she needs to stay the media darling that she is.
Right. And I just want that for her. And we know how people turn on women
Yeah.
so damn quickly.
Yeah.
And I hate that we feel like we have to worry about her expressing her feelings and somehow that makes people not like her because women, we don't even need to worry about the societal bullshit. But I just don't want people to stop liking her because I think she's great.
Don't get me wrong. She has the energy of a Disney adult. Okay, we get this.
Yes, she does.
And personally,
and she married a Disney adult. That's fine.
That does not match my cynical Gen X energy in any way. But I'm a different person.
Yeah,
and I accept that.
I'm just happy for her, and I just
I'm very
want her to be
happy for
happy,
her.
and I want people to continue to love her.
And the wedding looks amazing. The wedding looks
amazing.
Cannot wait.
I can't wait for us to discuss in detail her like grinding on David, dancing in the middle of the wedding. Like, whoa, hey now.
I know.
This will not be as fantastic, though, I have to admit, as Kenny and Armando's wedding, where there was like multiple outfit changes and fireworks.
Kenny and Armando can do no wrong.
I know they can do no wrong.
Oh, I also want to say really quick that on our little Miss Recap extra feeds, we are going to be doing the Sister Wives rewatch beginning right after Christine and David's wedding in January. And we're also going to start 90 Day the Single Life. And I watched the first episode last night. And Miss Debbie followed me on TikTok.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
How was the first episode?
It was good. There's a little too much Chantel for my taste.
Okay.
Like she's not one of my favorite people, but it's fine. But there's some Natalie, and I'm here for it.
I'm here for Natalie. I'm going to enjoy watching Chantel be a hot mess dating.
Me too. We did get to see in the beginning, they do like, oh, remember Pedro and Chantel from 90 Day Fiancé? And we did get to see Pedro kick the ranch dressing off the table.
Good. Did we get the slut?
Yeah, we got some of that. I mean, it's all there. So we relived the classics.
Much like you have the fight, I might have the bitch ass slut ass for a moment. Okay. I really enjoyed it. Did I ever tell you that got Todd kicked off Twitter?
Oh, that phrase. You did tell me that. Yeah. Yes.
Replying to make Jake and Matt. Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway.
Okay, here we go. So we're doing Sister Wives season 18, episode 19, Talk Back Part 1. And I just wrote, first of all.
Wow, we're already there. Okay.
So we got the uncolor corrected versions, as Ace has explained to me, like I'm some kind of idiot and I wouldn't have known that. Hold my hand and walk me through everything. And everybody looks super washed out and they look like Victorian ghosts.
They do.
I was like, what is happening? But I realized we did not see the final version.
Color corrected. Also real quick, I think Mother God is coming back for me.
I see Mother God. Yeah. Is it Robin Williams?
Might be Robin Williams. I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah. Second of all, so that was my first of all. Second of all, does Robin even want to be here? I have a huge theory about her that I'm going to talk about at the end.
Okay. I'm worried about her.
Send help. Blink 3 times if you're okay.
She's not okay. She looks like, I don't know what she looks like, but it's not good. And Kody's like, we're doing this. This is fun. This is exciting. And she's like, I think someone just murdered my dog in front of me.
Yeah.
Maybe Areola murdered her dog in front of her.
Here's my theory. I'll put it out there now so that we can see it resonate throughout the episode.
Okay.
I believe Robin does not want to film. And I think she hates the show. She hates that Kody loves it so much. Kody's obsessed with the show.
Yeah.
She hates it. And that's a source of tension in their marriage.
I don't disagree.
That's my new theory.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because think about it. Even when he pulls her into cameo, she acts like she's a prisoner.
Mm-hmm.
It's bizarre.
I think she has to understand if they don't do this show, they can't afford to live.
Exactly. And that's probably what Kody's saying to her. And she's probably thinking, get a fucking job. And I will too.
Right. You lose it. Well, no, she won't get a job. Let's be real.
She'll never get a job. Okay.
No.
Here we go. So Kody tells us this is the talk back where we sit down and watch the first episode of the season and discuss it with each other. And I wrote, with whom, sir? With whom are you discussing this? Just with Robin? Mary, right. Christine, and Janelle aren't discussing it with anyone else because you all refuse to sit in a room together.
Right.
Although I think they should have had Christine and Janelle together for this.
I think so too.
That was a misstep.
Mm-hmm. That would have been fun.
So the professionalness does not end there because now we get Mary. And she's just dragging her garbage cans down to the curb, grabs her phone out of her coat pocket, and she's like, oh, hey there. I'm going to look at the first episode of the season and comment.
And she's like, I'm taking the trash out.
And then Christine is like furiously digging around for some wine to do this. She tells us she has some happy slippers on. Kody says they really
She's
need.
drinking the blue bottle of Moscato. She's drinking kosher wine.
Oh, she is. Okay.
Yeah.
So Kody says they need to discuss things with each other. With who? With who? Okay.
Okay.
Janelle has put in the production value because I wrote she literally has stuff boiling behind her on the stove, but it was tea. She was making tea. Okay.
Drink yourself tea, which is fine. Oh, she was funny though. Also, let's not. I clocked it for you and Stephanie. Let us not notice the 2 big cages of wine in the background of this.
Yes.
I'm like, yes, girl, get it.
These ladies are wine drinking ladies now.
Yes, they are, and I'm here for it.
I'm here for it. So the footage that they see first is Kody from the opening episode, obviously, and he's saying that the state of the family is a civil war and that Christine threw him out. We cut immediately to Christine, who says, "We didn't need to get divorced. I just told him he couldn't be in the bed. I didn't tell Mia to leave the house. If he,
Right.
he could have stayed on the couch, but of course he's not going to. He's going to go run into his house, which is Robin's."
Sure.
Then we get some footage of Kody again saying, "Mary and I haven't been in a functioning marriage for like 7 or 8 years, and things with Janelle are just so strained, and I can't figure it out, and I'm so upset." And Mary goes, "He looks like a different person." That's the biggest contrast I see between these 2 photos.
Yeah, he looks so different.
He looks angry.
He does all the time. And to see, particularly because I was just recapping the look back of the early years of their life.
Yes.
They all look like different people, but
I know.
All 3 of the women got glow ups. He and Robin.
Yeah, no, they didn't.
No.
So now we have this Q&A. And I want to say something. Who is this Ashley person who has a chance to ask Kody Brown anything?
Right.
And she asks him, "Will we ever see a different hairstyle?"
That's
better
burning questions of our time.
Better questions would include,
okay,
not limited to,
yes.
Why are you the devil incarnate? Why is your face?
How dare you?
Why is your face so punchable? When I look at you, why does my vagina shrivel up and collapse in on itself like a black hole? I mean, those are just a few of the questions Ashley could have come up with. Why does your hair look like it does? Would have even been a better way to phrase it. But instead of saying like, "Oh, Kody, will we ever see a different hairstyle?" Fuck off, Ashley. I don't know who you are, but you are dead to us now.
Ashley, you ruined the chance. You ruined it.
Christ. So Kody says, "I've actually had 5 different hairstyles." And then we learn perhaps the bombshell of the entire season. Robin taught Kody how to get the curls in his hair.
Robin taught Kody the curly girl method. They're scrunching. I bet he's plopping.
Oh my God.
I don't know what's happening over there, but as someone who weirdly tried to do the curly girl method like a year ago, who has way less curls than Kody, this is Robin's fault. This ramen noodle situation is Robin's fault.
I am a lot of things. Mm-hmm. Observant is not one of them. And so I'm like, oh my God, Kody's curls did appear around the time Robin came into the family. Why didn't I put this together before now?
He had less curly hair for a long time.
Okay.
It's only recently is the curly hair. So this is not a you issue.
Okay. All right. So now we get someone asking Janelle a question. Janelle, if you could tell your younger self one thing, what would it be? You have a chance to ask Janelle, why are you queen? How are you so awesome? Will you?
How did you raise
Christmas?
Such amazing children?
Right. Will you come to my house? Does Kody always drink tap water? Is it immediately warm, or does he have to let it run to get warm? Have you ever seen a man with 6-pack abs before? Because you clearly don't know what they look like. Things like this would have all been better questions.
Yes.
Let me in there. You know what I would have done?
Tell me the history of Kody with the warm water. I need to know the whole arc of that.
You know what I would have done if I was working for Puddle Monkey? I would have just switched out those questions as an editor.
Sure.
I would have put in my questions, Amy's questions. Yes.
Yeah. Let's take over the show.
So Janelle says she wishes she went to college and she wishes she learned to set boundaries with the other wives, aka Mary and Kody. And she was always afraid to rock the boat, and she's learning not to be afraid to rock the boat. Bam.
Good girl. You get it.
So now the footage we get is Janelle getting the 5th wheel all packed up for the winter. And Janelle starts like talking about the houses. You know, we hear
Mm-hmm.
her on the episode. We remember that when she was going through like, well, we moved to Flagstaff, Christine had her house, and blah, blah, blah. We
Right.
relived
Robin
that.
got a house. Everyone got a house except for me.
Christine is like, wow, that fifth wheel was tiny.
Yeah.
And then she goes, oh my God, Robin's house is huge. One thing I appreciate with Christine here is how she pretended she never saw Robin's house before.
Right. Yeah.
I liked that. That was pretty good. Mm-hmm.
Wow, that place is ridiculous. Whoa.
Well, it is
Hey.
Gargamel's castle.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
So now the footage is Kody doesn't like how the boys acted during COVID. Oh, Janelle's saying this. Kody doesn't like how my boys acted during COVID. So at one point, Garrison got frustrated and he called. Garrison got frustrated with how Janelle was being neglected. And he called Robin and he said, hey, can I have my dad back? And Cody's pissed about this, but Robin doesn't need or want an apology. And Janelle says there's been no movement from Kody on reconciliation. We asked Kody about Christmas, and Janelle says the boys are getting an Airbnb, blah, blah, blah. We remember all of this. Okay.
Yep.
And Janelle says, well, the boys are going to get an Airbnb because they're not welcome, right?
At your home.
Yes.
Right.
So Kody, when he responds to this clip, skips the entire front half of it.
Right.
Which is talking about him neglecting Janelle and Garrison calling Rob. Skips all of that and focuses just on that end piece about not being welcome in the house.
He is so selective.
Yep. And he says, Janelle's telling my boys they're not welcome. And Robin just is looking down the entire time. Looking down. She doesn't even have the strength to fake this anymore.
No. It's bad.
And he says, that's how she betrayed me. That's how she betrayed me. Then Christine says he doesn't want an apology. He wants capitulation.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
A big word.
Whoa. I was like,
real
not
big
only
word.
is that a big word, that's a nice word.
It is.
It's got a
Put
lot
that
of
on
meat
our list
to
of
it.
good words.
You like you chew on it a little bit.
It's got good mouthfeel.
Yep.
Like a good wine.
So she says he wants the boys to agree to do whatever he wants, and then they're welcome to come back. But the thing is, Christine says, we raised our kids to be strong, and they all have a voice.
Mm-hmm.
Good for you, girl. Yeah. Now the footage is Kody saying, I'm tender about this divorce. I'm tender. I'm tender.
So fucking weird.
And Janelle says, he's been telling
agrees.
me for years that he hates Christine's face. Like, why is he upset about this?
Right. Leo has opinions about this.
Oh, Leo.
I don't know what's happening. Okay.
So the Q&A, back to the stupid Q&A. Now, Josie steps it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Some of these questions were good. Some of these questions weren't about his hair.
And her fucking Ashley, or whatever her name is.
Ashley, you ruined it.
So the question is, why can't Kody let you go, Christine? He's got 3 other wives. And I wrote, first of all, Josie, no, he doesn't.
No.
Okay.
No. I was also thinking they really need to fix the title card with just the 1 ring falling.
Yeah.
We need 3 rings falling.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Second of all, Josie, mind your own business, narc. Don't ruin this for the rest of us. We have a good thing going here. By Kody hanging on to Christine and not letting her go, we got a good thing going.
Got a good season. Don't ruin this for us.
So Christine says, I know, right? Like, I didn't realize how much he loved me. And
I love it.
It's very sweet when you think about it.
See, this is like the energy I can handle.
Yes, yes.
Just a little snarky comment is fine. This energy I like, and this is where I think people are going to like her more.
Me too. I realized
these snarky comments.
And I said this in the Facebook group when people kind of came for me about this. Like, I realize I bring a lot of my own stuff to this.
Sure, we all do.
Because I'm a child of adult parents divorcing, and your parents, try as they may, they still are going to throw arrows at each other, right? Mm-hmm. And it's very uncomfortable for kids. That's all I'm saying. All right.
It is.
So now we get the footage of Kody saying, I want my wife to look at me and say, I love you and I support you. And Janelle goes, where was that from him? I know what you're going through, honey, and I'm sorry, and I love you. Never got that from him.
No, he just wants people to kowtow to him and like stroke his ego all the time. He doesn't have any need to do that to anybody else.
No. And I just realized that I wrote down like every single word that was said in this. But okay. Now the footage is Kody saying, she literally tells me about Janelle. She literally tells me she doesn't like me and she prefers my ex-wife. And then we see them fighting over this neutral zone situation. Like, what is the neutral zone? I don't know.
But the thing is, let's go back real quick, though. She literally says this. No, she doesn't. She's never literally said to you, I prefer Christine to you.
She has never said that.
No,
She's never said that.
Of course not.
No. Mm-mm. So Janelle says, notice Kody says his house. He has no other houses.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Christine says, the boys are literally not welcome at his house.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, stay tuned. Little Miss Recap will be right back after these words.
Can you imagine living in a world where your children are not welcome in your home? I mean, short of like them being like a dick, like there are reasons that parents do have to put down those boundaries that
of
you
course
cannot.
Yes
But like
yes,
Garrison and Gabe are great kids,
right? They don't need the harsh boundary.
no,
So stupid. So, and here's what you do, Robin. I can't believe I'm even addressing her, but let's address her for a second. Here's what you do, Robin. You're running around in the back. This is why everything she says is a lie and everything she says is fake. Mm-hmm. Because she's running around in the background. Well, she's dragging around in the background. She's like some kind of specter. Right. And she's like, I don't demand an apology, blah, blah, blah. Pick up the fucking phone yourself and call Gabe and Garrison.
And say, I don't need anything from you. I want to help you and your dad reconcile.
Water under the bridge.
What can I do?
Yes.
How can I help? Because
let me tell you something. As a kid who has a step parent, that would go a long way.
Mm-hmm.
That would go.
Well, if I were having issues with my dad,
was trying to help me advocate on my behalf and trying to mend my relationship with my father, she would get a lot of favor. Mm-hmm. Yep.
She would find favor, in the words of Kody Brown.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. God. All right. So now we see footage of Christine's gone. She's left the family. Janelle's hanging with her. I don't know what to make of this. And Mary says, he seemed so shocked. And I'm like, dude, you've been doing this to me. Only the opposite. I really don't have much to say about Mary. Like I don't know what her deal is.
Yeah.
I can't remember if it's this episode or the look back where Mary says that she's been doing some work on herself.
It's not the look back.
So it must be this episode. Yeah. So we'll get there. All right. Now we get a meme from Starcasm. Starcasm, you have arrived. Your fucking meme is in the episode.
What is it Asa Hawks? Is that her name? Who's Starcasm, I think.
I don't know. I have no idea. I call them an entity. Starcasm.
Starcasm, yeah.
So they get a meme tweeted by Starcasm. It has Flagstaff in 2073 and Coyote passes in the foreground barren and says some things never change.
Love it. I love it. And actually, Robin's comment did make me laugh.
So Janelle laughs. Christine laughs. Kody says, that might happen because, enough has happened that we don't know. And Robin says, look, there's my dad's picnic table. What?
That made me laugh.
I didn't know that was her dad's.
You noticed? I didn't know it was her dad's picnic table either.
She puts the T in picnic, right? She says picnic table. 100%. Yeah. And I come from the land of church picnics, guys. I know my picnic.
You do a picnic?
Mm-hmm. So now we get footage of Christine assembling Janelle's furniture as Janelle looks on. And again, hero Janelle. She says, Kody wants to be separate. And now Kody says, she wants to be separate. She wants to be separate. Not me, not me. She wants to be
little tantrums through all of this was delightful.
It was delightful. And the curls are flying around.
He's like, real upset. And Robin looks like she's dead next to him.
My theory is that Robin is so done with listening to him talk about this.
She is so done with hearing him talk about Christine.
Yes.
He talks about her all the fucking time.
Yes.
And even in the preview for the wedding, he's still trying to bitch about her. And Robin, this is like one moment of Robin that I didn't mind where she's like, we're happy for them.
Bite your tongue. Bite it off.
We're happy for them.
Okay.
I'm not biting it off, then I can't talk. But saying we're happy for them. Like, stop. He's got to be so annoying.
Oh, man. Okay. I mean, nobody deserves it more than her to live with someone so annoying, but we get it.
Yeah.
So she wants to be Christine. She doesn't know what to say. Blah, blah, blah. And Robin goes, she tries to get him on track. And she goes, you didn't want to do Christmas? Why is she saying that? Fuck off, Robin. Okay. And Kody, I don't know if Kody really said this. You know how I take notes. I don't know if Kody said this.
Or you imagined it.
I just wrote, Kody says, ha ha ha, because she's a piece of shit. Did he say that?
No, he did not in fact say that. That was what you and I were thinking.
Okay.
But no, he did not say that.
Okay. Robin, you're a piece of shit. All right.
Yeah.
So Robin says, you need, okay. So they have this exchange. And Robin says to him, you need to stay. Oh, I know what it was. Kody said Janelle was a shitty sister wife.
Yes. Yes.
And Robin says, you need to stop making this about who's a shitty sister wife. You always point out the sister wife relationships, but not your actual issues with each wife. Because what she's trying to say here, it might appear that she's doing some heavy lifting for him emotionally, but what she's really saying is, don't lump me in with these people.
Right.
There's some sister wives who are super sweet and will, suck your dick every morning for you before you go to work. And I'm one of them. Like
Except he doesn't go to work, but yes.
She's trying to say that's her MO.
Let me with those people.
Yes. So then Kody, she goes, you never focus on the actual issues with each wife. And he goes, well, lack of loyalty. Slamming his arms down on the couch. It's so crazy. And Robin
He's having a temper tantrum after temper tantrum after temper tantrum.
Robin goes, well, that's different. So you need to stop pointing fingers at sister wives. In other words, don't say people are shitty sister wives.
Right.
Whatever. Fuck off.
Yeah.
So now we have another Q&A from Alma. Alma's up on deck now. Her question's pretty good.
Okay.
Alma gets like a B+.
We feel about Alma.
She gets a B+. Because she says, why is Kody so angry when he's getting what he always wanted? It's pretty good.
Yes, Alma. Yes.
Pretty good.
That's a B+. That's a B+ question.
Janelle says, Kody used to want this big united family. Like that's what he wants. So Janelle's kind of taking this question and reframing it to say,
right.
I think people think what he wanted is a marriage with Robin. But I think what he really is angry about is when he set out on this mission, he wanted this big united family.
Yeah.
And he was, let me just make this very clear. This is from Amy, not Janelle.
Okay.
He was very happy to let Mary, Janelle, and Christine just sit in their houses and rot without him.
Oh, 100%.
Being able to say that he was still married to them.
Absolutely.
Yes.
The less energy he had to put into those relationships, the happier he was in those relationships.
Yes. He didn't want a big picture. He wanted to say he had the big picture.
Right.
Without doing any of the work. So Janelle says part of his anger is that that's dissolving. And, I think we were headed there. He just didn't want to admit it. Now we have footage of Christine saying, Kody told me I was breaking up the family. Dude, if it's my responsibility to have good relationships with my sister wives, why is it not your fault that your relationship with these women is a piece of shit?
Right. No, with your children is bad.
Oh, sorry. With your children.
Yeah.
Yes. Kody goes, she has access to my children and I don't. She threw me out. I know.
They are all adults. You all have fucking telephones.
Yeah.
Pick up the goddamn phone.
Yeah.
My father does not go through my mother to have a relationship with me.
No.
Never has.
No. And my father doesn't either.
Yeah. And I lived with my mother. I never lived with my father since I was 4.
And at this point, we hear from Puddle Monkey, Ted, can somebody wake up Robin, please? She seems to have dozed off. Ted, can you go over there and give her a little, just poke her with that stick. Make sure she's still breathing. Okay, so she literally puts her head on her arm on her head on her hand and just
like I can't believe I have to do this shit.
Yes.
Oh God.
So he says, if Robin threw me, I'm in this house with the Tenders and I have a relationship with them, but if Robin threw me out, that would change. So what you're saying is if Robin threw you out, you would never talk to Saul and Ari again.
Apparently.
Wow.
Apparently.
Tell me you're a narcissist without telling me you're a narcissist. These kids have to fucking come to you.
Right. That's been the whole thing. And
he missed his calling as a boomer father. He really did.
He did. as Janelle says over and over again, that these boys have to come and kiss the ring.
Mhm.
She's not wrong.
She's not
For
wrong.
that, for their children to have any relationship with him, they have to kowtow to him.
Let me tell you something, and this is no secret. When my parents got divorced, shortly after they got divorced, my dad started dating a woman who was only a few years older than my 22-year-old sister at the point. She was maybe like 28. My parents are young parents, so my dad was only like 40, but still.
But still.
We did not like that.
Yeah.
My sister and I.
Fans. I can't imagine.
Unfortunately, like Kody Brown and Christine and Janelle, my parents raised strong, opinionated women. So my sister and I did not let my father forget for 1 second that we didn't like this. We made his life hell. We yelled at him constantly. We refused to go over there. We, whatever we had to do. I mean, we were also in our 20s and acting like idiots.
Sure.
My father never gave up on us. Like, he never wrote us off. It would have been so easy for him to be like, you know what? You two bitches are crazy. I'm out of here.
Right. I want to go be with my new
But
girl.
He never did that. He kept calling. Even when we hung up on him, he kept calling. He kept coming over. He kept doing that. And you know what? That relationship lasted like a month and it was gone. Yeah. And our relationship with him was so strong. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, that's what a parent does. You have to make the effort, Kody. Keep calling them. Keep putting in that time. I mean, what have even if all person ever fucking done to him?
Even if all you do is text them and say, I love you. I'm thinking of you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Call me when you're ready to talk.
Yes.
Something.
It's
anything.
Ridiculous.
This is not difficult.
It's fucking ridiculous. These kids have done nothing to him.
No.
They had the balls to question his COVID protocols.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Christine.
Have we gotten to, or did you miss the point? And maybe we're getting to it, where Robin says, all you were doing is trying to protect Aurora.
We're not there yet.
Okay, good.
So this is where I wrote, Robin doesn't want to film Lay Out the Theory to Amanda. Okay, I did already. All right. So now we have a Q&A with Meg. Okay. Meg asked Janelle, now this is a pretty good question. I don't like that's directed at my queen, but it's, these are the kinds of questions we need.
Okay.
So Meg asked Janelle, I thought you said Christine was a princess. Why are you suddenly BFFs? Like, what's happening here?
Okay. Valid question.
Janelle says, being married to the same man makes you look at one another differently. And once that was gone, I was able to see Christine in a different way. We have a very long history raising our kids together and a very strong history together.
Yes, that's what it is. And the fact that they're not married to him anymore means they don't even have to be in competition anymore or anything like that. But I think it's the shared experience of, again, I come back to it. They were the real marriage in this family.
Yeah. Yeah, because, when you raise a child with someone, there's a bond there. They don't have that bond with Kody because they didn't raise children with Kody.
No, they
raised it with each other.
Yeah.
So now the footage is Janelle, Savannah, and Christine. Christine, again, on the floor working, putting shelves together. And Janelle says, Kody is tired of doing the work. That's what's happening. And then Kody says, when a wife undermines my rules, she screws me. Blah, 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 blah.
Undermines my rules.
I know. Janelle says he thinks just having an opinion is being subversive. And he doesn't care what my opinion is. I just can't have one at all. She's right.
Does your husband have any rules for you?
No, not that I can think of. I mean, are there things he would like me to do and not do? Like, don't run through the garage door again, or don't hit a deer at my car? Yes, but that's about it.
Those aren't really rules.
Right.
I mean, I'd say the only rule in our house is be respectful. Like, that's the rule in our marriage. Be respectful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not,
there's no rule.
Oh, God.
There's no rule.
Good rule. It's fucked up.
So the footage is, I can't have a relationship, Janelle saying, I can't have a relationship with Kody if he's estranged from my sons.
Yeah.
Part of the reason I fell in love with him and loved him for as long as I did was because he was an engaged and good father. Now he wants nothing to do with my kids, and I don't even know who that is. Now, Robin. There's Tony. Robin's
Wake up,
moving.
Robin.
Get the camera on her.
She appears to be alive. Get the camera on her. Stat.
We have a heat signature from the right side of the couch. Okay.
We've sensed movement.
So Robin says, she looks at him and with the most condescending C-U-N-T-Y voice says,
Oh,
I know I spelled it.
You spelled it. That's big for you.
She says, do you want to be an engaged father? And he's like, yeah, well, if she would make it easy on me, blah, 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 blah. And Robin goes again, do you want to be an engaged father? And Kody goes, yes. And Robin goes, okay, that's what I thought. And like, we're leaving it here. She looks exhausted.
I'd be exhausted by him. He's exhausting.
Couldn't happen to a nicer person. It could not happen to a better person. This is what you wanted.
I'm so glad she's in misery with him.
Yep. This is what you wanted. Okay. So now we have the famous, I'm calling it the fuck you patio, where Janelle stormed off and said, fuck you. Was that Robin's house?
That is Robin's house, I believe.
I believe so. So Janelle says he doesn't want me to communicate. Oh, so the fuck you patio is where Kody's like, you don't communicate to my boys for me. Do me a favor, Janelle. Don't communicate to my boys for me. So Janelle says,
I was in a dark place with COVID and all that shit.
Janelle says he doesn't want me to communicate to the boys for him, but I also always say the wrong thing. And then the footage is Kody asks the other wives, am I the only one seeing this as a betrayal? Robin chuckles. Oh my God, she's moving. She's talking. Her lips are moving. Robin chuckles. She says, you know, we couldn't say a word there. We just have to be neutral. And Kody's like, oh, why? Why? Oh, because it would look like I was favoring you. And he's so aggro.
He is so aggravated.
Because I wish you could see.
It happened like 2 years ago.
I wish you could see the video of me bouncing around in my computer chair.
It's really cute. She's very excited about this.
When I'm doing Kody, I'm like, rah, 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 rah.
She basically looks like a toddler having a temper tantrum.
Like
what Kody looks like. So
I don't know if you watched the episode of Love After Lockup where Bobo came by in his limited Highlander and said, tell your old man to call me, woof, and sped off. And then Chance is on the bed and he and Taylor are having a fight. And Taylor leaves and he lays on the bed and kicks his legs in the air.
He has an absolute temper tantrum. It's amazing. I hate Chance so much.
It's amazing.
God.
It's amazing.
Taylor's dumb as a post, but God, I hate Chance.
Oh, I hate him too. Okay. So then Robin says, I couldn't gang up. That's not how a plural family works. And Kody says, okay. I guess I don't feel betrayed by it. But, Mary used to weigh in. And Robin goes, yeah. And look what's happened there.
Robin does.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Find a way to rephrase it.
You made me say I would bang Kody for David Woolley. I can have this.
Okay, go ahead.
Robin occasionally does hold him accountable. Thank you. That's fine. That's fine. I deserve the shame bell for that. That is fine. But occasionally, she almost holds him accountable.
I feel like she's like me raising my teenagers where eventually you just give up the fight and you're like, fine, just take my car and go vape in it and have sex in it. I don't care what you do. Just get it out of here. Like, that's where she's at.
Get your energy out of here. Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Take my car and vape in it and have sex. Jesus Christ.
So now we get another question. I didn't even write down the question person's name because they don't deserve it because this is so bad.
Oh, God. Okay.
Christine, do you own a toaster yet? Do we give a fuck about Christine and her toaster?
Oh, I forgot she was afraid of toaster ovens.
Yeah, they kill more people than sharks. Christine says, yes, my sister saw the episode, told me I was ridiculous, sent me a toaster. It's been the end of things. Like, that is valuable real estate. This person's taking up with this question.
You really care about a fucking toaster oven?
Jesus
really?
Christ. All right. So now the footage is Mary and Robin with the Kody coat. Oh, it's almost like having Kody here. Yeah. And Mary says, oh my God, I've gotten such backlash about my joke. Listen, I know where my relationship stood. I was being sarcastic. Okay,
no,
Jan.
No, you weren't. That is rewriting that history.
100%. So now there's more footage of the turkey. Remember the turkey. Kody used to like my turkey. Now he likes Robin's turkey. She beats the metaphor to death. We get it.
Right.
Here's how you tell a joke.
Okay, go ahead.
Kody, it's so fun. Like, pretend I'm giving a confessional, okay? It's so funny because Kody used to love my turkey. Now, you know what? Now he likes Robin's turkey. That's how you tell the joke.
Yeah,
you don't have to explain it. You don't have to drag it out. You don't have to.
You know what I mean by turkey, right?
Right.
I mean my hoo-ha.
Right.
I'm talking about my hoo-ha.
You just give a little smirk so the audience knows it's a joke.
Yes.
And it's a we know, you know, I know kind of thing.
Right. Okay. We can all laugh at this, but instead she's talking about her hoo-ha.
I need to get my dad on here with his list of jokes to tell you how to tell a joke. Okay. So Mary's laughing. Christine's rolling her eyes. Kody's laughing. Christine says, I can't believe Mary was able to laugh about that and that she went there. And Christine's kind of like, what a fucking dumbass. Like,
I know.
All right. So now we get footage of Robin crying and she's struggling with the big picture and she feels lied to. Now Janelle says, by the way, I still have 3 pages of notes to go through. Okay.
Cool.
So Janelle says, this is interesting because our family was real and we were a team. And what you saw is what you got. And we were really engaged. And yes, we had our problems, but we worked hard. And Kody was less of a dickbag and was more judicial in his treatment of all of us.
Yep.
So Christine says, what we had was cool. And then Robin, and we're back to the footage where Robin's saying to Mary, if there were big issues, I didn't know about them. Were there big issues? And you know what we needed? The extended scene of this where Mary goes, are you fucking kidding me right now? Everybody hates me. Have you not noticed this? You think this is functional?
You did read the book that we wrote, right? Where I punched Janelle in the stomach when she was pregnant. Like, you remember that, right?
Yeah. And then Robin runs off and kicks a dog. That's just how it goes.
Exactly. And then shoos Truly away.
Yes. How dare she?
I know. Is that her greatest sin?
If in the rewatch I lay eyes on that scene where Robin shoos Truly away, I'm going to lose my mind at that point.
Is that when Robin was dead to you? Is that her worst crime?
Again, I will say, like I said with the Mary thing in the group, I need to rewatch and then I will come up with the list of Robin's greatest crimes.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Cool. Yes, we should just start cataloging them.
Number 1 is dating Kody. Okay, I'm just going to put that on. But let's move forward. Okay. So Kody turns to Robin and he says, what were the issues you didn't know about? Or were there issues you didn't know about? And Robin goes, I think there was. I didn't know it was bad and I felt stupid.
Well, you are.
Cody's like, when you're trying to do things together, okay. So Kody says, and he's not wrong in this part. He's like, when you're in it, let me
press the bell.
Myself.
Yeah, get it.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. Shame.
So his point is when you're in it and you're trying to do things together, you tend to overlook and forget the wrongs, right?
That is true.
But when you break up, all the wrongs come flooding back and you remember them. So they all come out.
True.
That's fine.
Absolutely.
Whatever. Yeah. Christine says, we had an honest conversation with Robin and she knew I hated Mary and she knew Kody and I were not banging. So I don't know what this bitch is talking about.
She knew I hated Mary.
Now we get...
She knew I hated that bitch.
Now we get a very interesting theory from Kody. Mm-hmm. He says he thinks the breakup of his marriage with Christine could be traced back to the big house.
I found that interesting too.
This came out.
I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it, but I found that interesting that might be what he believes. Yeah, this is not it, dude. Watch the nail in the coffin for you was when you wouldn't go to your daughter's surgery. Yeah. So Kody says Christine was so opposed to it, and I asked why, and suddenly all of those sins from the past came up, and I couldn't forgive him anymore. And Robin goes, who? And Kody goes, me. There was like a who's on first for 1 second there. Okay. Christine says, we went to counseling. Why is she acting like she didn't know there were problems? Yeah. Janelle says, when we moved to Vegas, he gravitated towards Robin and I would hear little comments about how awesome she was. And it was really hard to hear that. I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. Kody says, yeah, because he wasn't over at Janelle saying Mary was awesome.
No,
So like
or
she'd never
Christine
heard
was
that before.
awesome.
Yeah.
No.
Kody says, I couldn't understand that where we were at, we could live as different families. He doesn't make much sense here.
No.
He says, like, I didn't want to live as
Here?
separate
He
families.
doesn't make much sense here. Okay, go ahead.
Maybe if I'd taken that attitude, we'd be in a different spot. Again, I can't translate this for you. We need the Kody translator. She's asleep on the right side of the couch.
She might be dead over there. We need to stick a mirror under her to see if there's any breath happening.
So Mary says, I get this question a lot. What ended our family? Was it us going public? Was it the show? Was it Robin coming in? Was it moving to Vegas? She says, the truth is there is no one answer, and all of those things contributed.
I think she's right.
Now Robin says to Kody, do you know what ended it for you and Christine? And Kody says, when she said, I can't be one family, it was done. Robin goes, she said that? She said she can't be one family? Kody goes, well, no, but we were talking about the house and we were having talks and she was telling me how unhappy she was. That bitch. And then he says, I was suffering through the loss of my vision of my family. He's been suffering for years.
No one has suffered the way Kody Wynn Brown has suffered. Nobody.
Christ. Just banging around 4 women all the time. What a suffering fool. Okay.
Right.
So now we get footage of Robin saying, when I got divorced from my first husband, I wanted to make sure my kids were safe and I thought this family was safe. Christine takes a real long breath. Christine's
response to some of this shit is amazing.
Christine does the me when my kids are like, Mommy, I have something to tell you.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Christine says, that's bullshit. We were safe, but he got favorites and I got mad and frustrated. And she says, yes, I did nag him and I did pick at him because I deserved more.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes, that's it. Just because the family fell apart doesn't mean it wasn't safe.
Right. She's a fucking idiot. Who taught Robin the word safe? Who taught Robin the word safe? Was it who was their therapist? Was it Nancy?
Nancy. Maybe Nancy taught her safe.
Somebody go to Nancy's house. Don't do anything that would hurt her. Just toilet paper the trees or something.
Okay. Let the air out of her tires, as my mother would say.
So now we have another question. This one's to Janelle. Do you wish you would have left sooner knowing how your life is now? And Janelle's like, honestly, it was about the kids. And I will tell you that if Kody remained the father that he had always been, I probably would have stayed.
She wasn't unhappy in that marriage.
Listen, it takes a lot of effort to get a divorce, and Janelle's not going to put that in unless she has to.
All she has to do is say, I'm divorced.
I know, but she's like got to move, separate herself financially from the family. There's effort, Amanda.
There is effort. That's more than Janelle wants to do. Janelle's going to low key this.
And I can shade Janelle for her low energy because I have Janelle energy. We all know this. Okay.
Yes.
So now the footage is our family was pretty dysfunctional. I think Kody says this. Yeah. We tried so hard to pretend we were functional, but we weren't. And Christine says, this pisses me off because we tried. Mary says, I still believe polygamy can work. And it did work for us for a very long time. Oh, wait, I think I have this mixed up. Oh, no, I don't. Because then we have a question from Stacy. Do you all still believe in polygamy? Really, Stacy? You're doing Janelle energy here. Because this Stacey, is not a question. Jesus
Stacey,
Christ.
do better.
Although she did get Kody to say I failed at it badly. So no, I don't believe in it. That was pretty good. Robin says, I can't answer. Oh, Jesus Christ. So now we have footage of Janelle and Christine talking about Robin coming in and the family traditions stopping. And Kody goes, she's referring to our Friday night gatherings. And that ended in Vegas because our older children were busy on Friday nights. And Robin goes, this bitch. She goes, oh, I hate it so much that those stopped. Oh God, they were so great. Kody says
we were there for 5 minutes. What the hell do you know?
Kody says to Robin, but they're trying to make it look like you did it. And Robin goes, then they don't know who I am. Kody goes, nobody knows who you are, princess. Nobody knows who you are. It's real weird. It's real fucking weird.
Really weird. Okay. He is so convinced that everybody has the wrong impression of her.
Yeah, no, we don't.
No, we've watched her for 13 years.
So now we get some footage of Mary saying she feels rejected, and Christine is tackling Mary. We get that old footage where they're running around on Coyote Pass.
Yeah.
Are they at Coyote Pass? No.
No.
This was long
Coyote
before.
Pass.
Yeah. And Mary says, Christine hates me. I know she does because I'm a bitch, but I have a lot of good memories with her and I'll cherish those. And I feel sad that we won't have those again. Mm-hmm. And then we have footage of Mary telling Robin, well, Christine basically said, I don't want to have a relationship with you. And then we get Christine and she's like, I never said it like that. No. What I said was, I just need things to stay as they are for right now. And Robin took it as, I don't want anything to do with her. And I lost my relationship with her kids as a result. And it makes me sad. You know, the kids that nobody wanted anything to do with. Here's Christine trying to still have a fucking relationship with them.
Right. I will come back. I know the quote. Christine said, for now, I need space. For now. She said for now twice.
Yep. Okay. Somebody asked Mary, do you have to laugh to stop from crying? Wow.
That's a good question.
Now Mary says, I can cry. And she says, I've done a lot of work on myself. Now I want to talk about this. I do think Mary is working on herself. Is she working on herself with these stupid platitudes and Darcy style therapy? Yes.
Yes, absolutely. She's not in like deep, intensive, family system therapy.
She doesn't have Orna, the therapist to the stars. That's what
Orna
she needs.
is not on her side. She might be still dealing with someone the likes of Nancy, but she is doing something. She is not the woman we met.
No, I agree.
In a lot of ways. Not just because she's not married to Kody anymore. She is an independent person who's living her own life. Do I like her? No, not really, but I don't have to like her. She's not my friend.
I don't like her either, but I will bet you that pretty soon, if not now, she might be able to admit what she had done wrong and take responsibility for it.
Maybe.
I think we're close.
We'll see.
We're close. Okay. So Kody says, Mary and I could not get back together because I can only take her in small doses. Same. He says, our personalities are incompatible. And now the question is, Mary, are you hanging in too long? Basically, he's just not that into you. From Allie. Thank you, Allie.
Thank you, Allie. Yes.
Allie gets an A.
Correct.
Yes.
Good job, Allie.
And Mary says, oh, we're almost done. This is the last page.
Oh, God. Okay.
Mary says, we're actually in a decent place. And Kody says, I think if Mary doesn't become a bitter housewife, we can get along. I don't know why I wrote that. No, what he says is, I think if Mary doesn't become bitter, we can have a relationship. I still see her as a friend. I miss her and I think about her. And Robin's going, see, you are
she's still in your big picture. She's still in your big picture.
Now we learn that, or someone else.
I don't fucking hate her, so that means there's a chance.
Yes, there's a chance.
That's basically what it is.
The next question, again, putting in the least effort here is, are your kids going to choose polygamy? Do you give a shit? Robin says, whatever their path is. And then Kody says, one of my wives once told me, and by one of my wives, I think he means Christine, that she wished none of her children would live polygamy because it's too hard. I could see Christine saying that. I just don't know why he wouldn't throw her under the bus.
Right. And you know what? You're a parent. I'm a step parent. Parents all want their kids' lives to be as easy as possible.
Yes.
So to sit there and say, I hope my children don't choose a more difficult path.
Yeah.
It's not sour graping.
Correct.
It's not being an asshole. It's just saying, I want my kid's life to be as easy and happy as possible.
Correct. 100%.
That's it.
Yep. Okay. Now I want to put out a public announcement. There is a woman out there named Steph, and she goes by @Yellow Crone. Yellow, Crone. I don't know what this means on Twitter.
Okay.
Or X or whatever the fuck it's called.
Right.
Who came up with this. Imagine how awkward it is to be a waiter at Salsa Bravo and Flagstaff. Every week, a different brown is dissolving their family in booth 15, and you're just trying to refill the water. Steph, we need you in Backdoor Friends. We need her.
That question was so fucking amazing. Because we've said the same thing.
This is the kind of energy we need in our Facebook group. So you in there because you're one of us.
Backdoor Friends.
You're one of us. Mm-hmm. So Janelle laughs hysterical because it's hilarious.
It is a funny question.
Now the footage is Kody feels that Christine is shit talking him to his kids because we see the salsa Brava meeting with Kody and Christine. Okay.
Right.
Got the words out. Christine says his kids, the ones he thinks that I shit talk him to, were the ones who came to me.
Of course they
Our
were.
kids came to me, and they were sad and frustrated that they had no relationship with their dad, and neither did I.
I don't believe there's a single world where Christine is calling up her children and going, I need to tell you what a piece of shit your dad is.
I don't think so either.
I think what happens is her children call her and they're like, I'm really frustrated. I'm sad. I'm angry. I'm confused about dad. And she'll be like, she may say, I understand. I feel very similarly.
Do you think she's like, let's talk about his hair? What's happening there?
Maybe.
Okay.
That would be fair.
Okay.
I think Maddie gets that energy from her. I think she and Maddie might shit talk him the most.
Yes. So Janelle says, Kody is always there saying he has done so much and he has sacrificed so much for these relationships. Well, if you have to sacrifice so much for a relationship, maybe that's a red flag right there.
Ding.
My queen is reading some self-help books.
She is.
Because she's not going to therapy.
No, she's a little deeper than meme. She's a little deeper than TikTok therapy, but she's not going to therapy.
So now the footage is Christine is offering to let Kody have the kids for Thanksgiving, I think it is, Truly and Isabel. And
oh no, it's right after Christmas.
Right after Christmas. And he's like, can they test? Oh my God. I remember when this happened. I was like, what?
Yeah.
So he goes, Christine goes, but you've already had COVID, Kody. And he goes, Aurora hasn't had COVID. Christine says in response to this footage, I thought he would be so happy to see his kids. And again, he brings up COVID. Robin says, Kody, you were just trying to protect Aurora. You weren't trying to be a bad person. Fuck off, Robin.
You know what would really protect Aurora? It's this little thing called a vaccine.
Yeah, that would protect Aurora. Okay, so footage is Gwen responding to him having COVID. They're talking about that when she's like, oh my God, Gwendolyn thought it was hilarious that you were a big baby.
Rolling around on the floor like an idiot.
Mary's like, Christine's not wrong. He has a big baby when he's sick. Robin says, Robin springs to life here. And she's like, you were sick and you just kept going. You just kept trudging forward and taking care of the kids while I was on my deathbed. You
remember when she was in the hospital on her deathbed without even a nasal cannula? Yeah, okay. That deathbed, just checking.
Kept pushing the mountain forward. I don't know what the fuck she's talking about. Okay.
Wait, he's turning into Father of the Year because he might have thrown some like cereal at his children while they were all sick?
Well, so I have a little tangent here that I need to go on.
Go for it. I'm here for it.
Because she says, I don't know, Robin saying, I don't know where this like image of you comes from, that you're a big baby when you're sick, because that's not my experience. And I wrote, exactly. Instead of saying, I don't experience this, so it can't be true, why not say, wow, if that's how you acted in those marriages, I understand now why they didn't work. Like Robin's one of those people who doesn't believe something is real unless it's happening to her.
Robin doesn't understand object permanence.
Oh, wow. Aurora's does she exist anymore?
Maybe that's why they were crying when Aurora came up, because she was like, oh, thank God you're still existing.
Maybe.
Thank God you're still real. No, I think unless she sees it happening to her or in front of her, it doesn't happen.
She's one of these people, and I'm not going to get political, that doesn't vote against things until it's in their own backyard and it's happening to them. And she 100% is like, well, if I don't experience Kody that way, then the 3 other people who do, they must be lying.
Wrong.
Yep. Yeah. Instead of being like, okay, Kody feels differently about me, so he acts differently when he's sick with me, and they're telling the truth, and I get where they're coming from. Like, okay. Rant over.
Robin doesn't understand object permanence.
Now we get one of my favorite clips of all time, which was, I'm not crying. Or no, I'm not laughing. I'm still not laughing.
Right.
I wasn't laughing then. Not laughing now. I'm not. Christine starts laughing hysterical. She's saying, I'm not married to him. It's so freaking awesome. We remember this clip when she said it. Yeah. Kody and Robin just sit there. They don't say a word. Then Kody goes, yeah, that's the end. Any thoughts? It ends with her still laughing at me. And Robin
Right.
goes,
See, all she does is laugh at me.
Robin touches his leg gingerly and goes, I'm sorry. And Christine says, I loved the fucking day I said our marriage was over. It was the best day of my goddamn life.
Right. Birthing my children not nearly as good as the day that I said I was divorced.
Cody says, it sucks to have somebody that you used to love just shit talk you all the time. You used to love her?
Mm-hmm.
Cody says, Christine says, I thought he would be happy to see his kids on Thanksgiving. He just makes it about himself. Robin says, it's just coming from a place of anger because if she saw how terrible you were, oh my God, you were beside yourself. You were on death's door. You had to crawl to the manosphere meeting. You lost your optimism. You lost your optimism. It has nothing to do with you spending 12 hours a day on 4chan or 30 hours a week in anti-women group. It's just because you were sick and Christine didn't believe that you were sick. That's how you lost your optimism.
Crawling to the manosphere. 12 hours a day on 4chan.
Cody, stop being such an easy target for all of us, please. Do yourself a favor, dude.
Stop talking, man. You're making this worse and worse every word you say.
I'm so obsessed with Sister Wives that the other day I woke up and I was like, because I made a whole new intro for our show, so I hope everyone likes it.
Yes, so excited.
And before I chose the fight, which is the audio that you hear, which was, I don't know why I looked at other options.
I don't know why.
I originally was looking to find a cameo from Kody. So it was going to be like, yay, it's Kody Brown here, and then him saying something ridiculous like babies are trying to manipulate you. But I could have sworn I saw him saying something about a red pill. So now I woke up and I'm like, did I dream that? Am I dreaming Kody Brown cameos now? Or did he really say that?
He did not say that, at least not that I have seen. But his Instagram bio does say that. Hold, please. I will read it to you exactly what it says.
Maybe that's what I saw.
Wynn Brown. His Instagram bio is father of 18, husband to 4. I love them all. Passionate about individual capitalized rights. Apologetic for taking that red pill. Dang it. Awake! Exclamation point.
I can't. Oh, he's woke? He's woke?
No, he's awake.
I know. There's a difference. Okay.
Yes. And then, of course, the last 2 things he posted were his divorce of Christine and his divorce,
which is brilliant.
Oh, we haven't done a deep dive on the comments in a while. Oh,
brilliant.
Boy.
We need
no surprise this dude ruined his relationship with his children of wives he left behind. No sympathy, narrow-minded and bitter.
We need a whole episode dedicated to that.
Oh, yeah.
Like top 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Kody says he still hasn't gotten his optimism back. And Janelle says, it's so weird to watch this stuff because it feels like a lifetime ago. And Christine says, it's hard to watch yourself be so vulnerable, but I'm proud of what we've put out. Mary says, I'm glad we're past this. I'm in a better place physically and emotionally. And now the question is, Christine, do you really want to be friends with Kody again? And Christine says, Kody and I used to be great friends. And maybe that'll happen again someday, but not anytime soon. That's it. That is your talk back. Come on, this was good.
This was good. I loved it.
This was good.
I am enjoying these episodes. Again, don't sleep on them, people. If you just listen to us, go watch it.
100%.
It's entertaining. See Kody and Robin's physical reactions above and beyond what they were just saying.
Yeah.
And to make sure Robin has a pulse, because I'm not real sure what's happening there.
We need eyes on her. Guys, if you haven't already, jump into our Facebook group. It's a lot of fun in there. We talk a lot of shit about these people, deservedly so.
Absolutely.
If you want to hear more of our Sister Wives coverage, join Little Miss Recap Extra. We have Patreon, Supercast, and Apple subscriptions. And like I said, in the new year, in January, starts the rewatch. And I'm so excited.
Yes, I'm super excited.
On the free
list.
On the free feed, you'll be hearing Little Miss Trash Bag Christmas Spectacular live from Coyote Pass, which is Amanda, myself, and Ace and Caitlin. Or as I always call them, Caitlin.
Or Aislinn, or something. Yeah.
So that'll be dropping Christmas Day. So Amanda, did we say it all?
I think we said it all about this episode.
All right.
We've got 3 more to go.
All right. I love you.
Love you too.
Okay. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Shut it off.